Welcome back to a new video. Today we're gonna do 3 ingredient 10-minute meals because if you're like me, you don't wanna spend a lot of money on food, but you wanna be satisfied and you don't wanna spend a lot of time in your kitchen. So this first recipe, you can spice up a ton of different ways, but I'm gonna use a tomato, basil, garlic pre-made sauce because I bought one for super cheap yesterday at Target and I thought, okay, yeah, sold. I have some homemade sauce in my freezer, but I'm not using that today. Some gluten-free because that's what I prefer for noodles, lasagna, and some refried beans. You can make this exact same meal for $3 if you get a $1 can of beans, a $1 pasta, and a $1 tomato sauce, which isn't hard to do. I found all those ingredients at the store yesterday at Target, literally. So if you go to a different grocery store, it could be even cheaper. I am using different ingredients and what I have on hand, not the cheapest ingredients, but just saying you can make this meal for so inexpensive. Let's get started. We got some pasta to boil. For today's video, I'm doing something a little different. I'm gonna walk you through each step that I'm doing so you can see how quick and easy these meals are. We have nothing else to do while the water is boiling. Tell me this is not the easiest meal in the world. You can just let this water boil and then walk away. Does anyone else heat their refried beans? I like them right out of the can, so I don't normally heat them. And same with the sauce, since the noodles will be super hot, I don't see a reason to heat them, but you could heat both of these if you want to. You can also put this in as a freezer meal. I'll show you how I make these roll-ups in just a second, but you can put them in the freezer and then put this on the top and then take them out and bake them in the oven. It's super good that way too. Salting my water, personal preference. You don't have to do this unless you want to. These are gonna be hot, so you gotta work fast, or you can let them cool and have this as like an oven meal. I don't really mind that they're hot, just kind of work fast. And I have 2 dishes, one for the noodles, one for the meal. I only made a single serving of this because I'm gonna have this for lunch today, like in a few minutes. But I just put some beans in there and then roll it up. I've been making these for years on my channel. I've made a ton of different variations. It's really good if you do black beans, corn, onions, peppers in there. So good. You can make your own beans too. I have a ton of recipes here on my channel for different recipes with beans. I'll link the playlist down below so you can check it out. I wasn't gonna use all the beans, but I basically did anyway. So we'll see how much of this I eat for lunch, but it's so good. And as far as the sauce goes, honestly, I feel like you can't have enough. I love tomato sauce, so I will put a ton on here, 1/3 of the jar. I mean, it's like $1.29, so use a lot of it. But this is so good. Add some nutritional yeast to the top. Like you said, it's a great freezer meal. If you make these ahead, put them in a freezer safe dish and then roll them up, pour a bunch of sauce on them. And then when you take them out of the freezer, you can put them directly into the oven at 350 for about an hour and they're perfection. It's a great alternative to lasagna and they're just like really fun. You can do different combinations inside. If you have onions and green peppers or red peppers, it's so good to add it into the inside. So hope you enjoy. Second meal, you've probably seen on my channel in some variation before. You can do a homemade hummus if you want to. I went store-bought because I didn't feel like going through the great lengths of making homemade hummus. But just to share with you, this can be so much easier and cheaper if you want to go ahead and make ingredients from home. You can also use like fresh cauliflower. It's a little bit cheaper. I did frozen, and I have gluten-free noodles. These are the brown rice noodles from Trader Joe's. They're my favorite. So again, 3 ingredients. All we have to do is boil some pasta, and then that's it. I am gonna throw this in the microwave just because, again, we're making this super simple, cheap, fast dinner. Again, there's a lot of different variations you can do with this. You can do a different vegetable. If you don't want to do frozen, you can do fresh. You can do homemade hummus, tons of different variations, but it can still be super cost effective and quick and easy. Microwave. If you don't want to use a microwave, you can steam it. You can put it on the stovetop. You can use fresh. You can roast it, whatever you want to do. This is just how I like to do it. Again, salting my water. You don't have to do this unless you want to, personal preference. This meal reminds me of like a better version of mac and cheese and cauliflower. It is so good. You can make it with homemade hummus, it's even better. But again, if you're just looking for a fast, easy, convenient meal, this is so good. Plus it's packed with so many veggies and there's protein from the pasta. I hope you give this one a try. Squeeze a little fresh lemon on this. Oh my gosh, so amazing. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. Make sure you hit that subscribe and turn your notifications on so you never miss a new video by me. I'll see you soon in a new one, friends. Bye-bye.